Oh, the mic isn't on.
Stop it, don't.
Something what you need.
You're not packed in.
I wish we had some. Just keep watching.
Never been very good.
Yeah, we're going to do it again.
No. 3, 2.
Ladies and gentlemen. Let me begin by thanking the bridesmaids. They look absolutely gorgeous and they did an excellent job today. Apparently a bride should always make sure she outshines her bridesmaid. Well, Carrie, you look fantastic and you absolutely do. But to pick these bridesmaids, you obviously rate yourself pretty high. I should turn next to Mr. Ullman. To quote Prince Hamlet, he was a man, take him for all in all. I shall not look upon his life again. Of course, that had nothing at all to do with Edmund. At the outset, I wanted to demonstrate my knowledge of Shakespeare. When I first met Edmund Ullman, he was dressed immaculately in a suit and tie and carrying a sleek leather briefcase. A strapping 5'9", smooth of tongue, broad of shoulder, and plump of trouser. He was a debonair figure of a man, highly inexperienced. He brandished a thick black monobrow, a man with David Beckham's underpants, but far more threatening. He had the same swarthy stubble you see today, together with the swagger and bodily hair coverage of an adult male orangutan. As a reserved, stiff upper lip Englishman, I hope you can appreciate how difficult it is for me to express words of emotion and admiration for a dear friend like Edmund. If I can be serious just for a moment, I can say frankly, I looked up to Edmund as soon as I met him. If you allow me to continue with this slightly American outpouring of my inner feelings, I will tell you the reason for this is that at the time, both of us were 11 years old, and I was only 4'10". The sophistication did express the charm and intelligence I've become familiar with, but no doubt the swagger was pure bullshit. The briefcase contained nothing but a few geography textbooks, a Dairy Lee sandwich and a packet of Monster Munch. The bodily hair coverage and the huge stature were real and extraordinary enough and made him a sort of latter-day Gulliver in a world of spindly, prepubescent Lilliputian boys. His appearance this day is largely unchanged from his 11-year-old self. In other words, on the surface he still looks like a handsome gentleman in his early 40s. But underneath, there lurks a gorilla waiting to be unleashed. As a teenager, it's fair to say that Edmund was something of a rogue. Indeed, in the words of another friend of ours, Mark Fell, he was overeducated with us at St James's College, Ipswich. He was highly unreliable, extremely erratic, with an utter disregard for the truth.
Thank you, Mark. Those are good points.
So after the school holidays, it was always interesting to hear how caution had been thrown to the wind, what wild acts of teenage rebellion had been pioneered, and how the very walls of civilization, decency and legality had been scaled and then demolished. So in the holidays, while I was learning statistics from my ornithology encyclopedia, I was rolling around Christchurch Park on his roller skates, and Ben completed the Star Trek marathon. The 14-year-old Ulmanator had apparently been cruising around his village, macking hoes. Not only that, looking towards dropped when he regaled us in great detail how it got absolutely bananas at Oasis's generation-defining rock concert at Lakeville. We'd all listened to the concert on the radio and watched it on TV, and his attentive audience was filled with a mixture of jealousy, admiration and pride. The loose charms of this pursuit of middle-aged teenage gorilla had not only attracted scores of chicks on the occasion, but apparently he had gained admittance to the glamorous backstage area with his portly, cross-eyed 13-year-old next-door neighbour, Gavin. Naturally, the assembled rock gods of Oasis, The Prodigy and Pearl Jam were drawn to this charismatic hero. I understand Eddie Vedder complimented Evan on his cufflinks. All were astonished by his prowess on the guitar, especially when, in his own words, he led a jamming session with Liam and Noel and Keith Flint from The Prodigy. It's a remarkable feat. And Edward must have been absolutely on fire. As to my knowledge, the only items in his very specialised guitar playing repertoire are an impassioned and unique, some would say unrecognisable interpretation of the Rimboat song by Ocean Places. In less than 30 seconds of the intro to Oasis's own song, Don't Look Back in Anger. What is even more remarkable about this tale, and the irresistible magic of Edmund's silver tongue, is that the rest of us, ornithologist, roller skater, and Trekkie alike, spent at least 2 years behind his back seriously debating whether it might be true.